Welcome to this mindful meditation script and recording to be able to support your journey with chronic pain by learning to go through a guided progressive muscle relaxation, mm, short body scan, and guided imagery journey to be able to allow you to find ways to let go just a little bit of some of the discomfort that may be holding you back. In order to get started, I invite you to do something where you get yourself set up in your most comfortable position, whether that means lying down, couch, bed, reclining in a chair, or sitting up in a position. The most important thing is that your body feels comfortable and supported. So gather whatever pillows or blanket or eye masks or gentle heating pad, anything that is comforting is welcome. And let this be something that you do just for you, that you can replay when your body needs it, like a reset. So I want you to find that comfortable place for yourself to settle into your seat and begin by giving yourself a small, beautiful permission slip. Because we're going to go on an imaginary guided journey. And I want you to allow no other distractions, if at all possible, to give yourself a permission to pause and to stop, frankly, just holding it all together, and permission to just drift. So as you get more and more comfortable, I invite you to start a deep breathing, like a big inhale and an exhale. Again, an inhale. And on your exhale, if you feel the need to sigh or make an audible noise, if that feels right, you have my permission to do it. Exhale any way that just allows you to just let the stress go. And when you're ready and completely comfortable in your seat, I invite you to close your eyes if that feels okay. And let your breath just come in and out as it is, like a rhythm of an ocean wave. There's no fixing, there's no forcing, there's no right way or wrong way. You're just arriving here in this moment and taking this practice to breathe a little bit deeper. Try to breathe into your belly. Try to just allow some of the toxicity and bad vibes or pain or discomfort or frustration to just leave your body on the exhale. Just let it leave you for a moment. If it helps you, take your inhales through your nose and your exhales through your mouth. And as you get into this practice, your mind will wander. If it helps you to put one hand on your belly and one hand on your chest, to monitor that the hand on your belly is the only one rising and falling, indicating that you're taking a deep enough breath into your diaphragm. Shallow breathing is something we all do in everyday life. And this is a moment where you're going to pause and take deeper breaths and exhale all of the tension out. And if it helps you to purse your lips like you had them around a straw, to just create a little bit of tension and increase the length of your exhale. This is another trick for your body to understand that you're sending it into a state of calm by extending the length of the exhale. And that little trick of exhaling through an imaginary straw can trigger that. As you find you're inhaling and exhaling, getting that rhythm like a wave that was coming into the shore and back out again. I want you to imagine that that breath is carrying a lot of tension. You're gathering it up on an inhale and you're allowing it to just be carried away on the next wave, evaporating away from your body, evaporating from the surface, evaporating out away from you as you exhale, because you're going on a journey, not very far, but deep into relaxation. So let's imagine that you're stepping into a quiet sanctuary of whatever type you imagine. Maybe it's a hammock swinging in the breeze under some palm trees at your favorite vacation, or you create a breeze cooled porch where you can hear the birds singing. Or maybe you're on a private beach where the waves are just hushing out the world. Wherever you are in your perfect, safe, beautiful place, you're safe, you're supported, and you're wrapped up in a blanket of warmth and peace. And here in this place, as you breathe in and out, your body is going to remember how to soften. So take a moment to scan your body, check in. If there are parts of you that are still tense, like your neck, your shoulders, maybe your jaw or your back, or even all the way down to your feet, send another breath and an exhale to just allow that tension to exit your body. On the next exhale, just release it and allow yourself to soften a little more because you're completely supported. There's nowhere you need to be, nothing you need to be doing, and you are kissed in warm sunshine and stillness. So, as we begin this gentle body scan, I want you to think about the sun and maybe how it's shining down on your face or on the top of your head. And I want you to picture this warmth of like sunlight spilling across your scalp like a warm golden oil. And it's melting the tension all the way down from the top of your head through and down and around you in a very comforting, relaxing way, like a massage that's happening, coming down, making your forehead be smooth, and your temples are softening. The muscles around your eyes begin to relax. Let your jaw loosen. No clenching, no holding. Maybe even let out a sigh. And just know that your face and all the tension that we carry in it can just relax and soften because this moment is for you. And I want you to allow that softening like it was butter melting down into your neck and into your shoulders. And imagine you're lying on a soft, sun-warmed surface and you're cradled maybe by a sandy shore and your shoulders are melting like butter or wax or turning into a heavy sand that melts into a quicksand of just letting go. And maybe you draw your shoulders up just a little on an inhale, just enough to notice that when you exhale and let them back down and slide away from your ears, you're letting that entire neck and all that tension rope just release and letting it drop. Now, I want you to imagine two warm hands are gently alternating left and right, pressing on your shoulders and your neck, allowing those muscles to be safe and still and released. You take a big inhale, knowing that you can let this go. Now, I invite you to gently curl up your fists, not very tight, but just enough to notice. And you hold it there, 3, 2, 1, and release. And let your hands open like seashells in the tide. And allow that wave of warm water to release and move all the way up through your arms, your elbows, your forearms, softening with each breath as it waves up. Maybe your arms feel like they're floating just in an inch or so of water of a sunlit bay, and they're weightless, effortless, held up by the water itself. And as you take another inhale, you feel your chest rise and fall like waves against the shore. If your hand is on your belly, you're feeling that hand rise and fall with your breath like ocean waves would coming to the shore. And you take a soft inhale and imagine that warm ocean air expanding into your lungs and your ribs and your diaphragm. And on that exhale, sigh out all of the weight, the pressure, the tightness of holding it together. And let your heart center glow with this new relaxed feeling, like it was sun warmed, light, tender, alive, refreshed, and open. Dynamic beams of sun are crescenting their way into your entire chest, allowing you to feel sensations of love, joy, even laughter, because there's nothing to guard here. You're allowing it to be warm and relaxed. So on your next inhale, bring your attention to your belly. So often we hold so much tension here, like an invisible armor. I want you to bring in that breath, bring in that light, let it be soft and round and fill you up, and let it go on the next exhale, and allow that light to come in, warm you up, and soften you. And you can imagine maybe you're gently rocking in a hammock, strung safely between two trees. And the wind is just gentle enough to sway you. And your belly rises and falls with your breath, just like this hammock. And any sort of fire in your belly settles down, and your nervous system is humming. You're vibing because you're healthy and warm and safe. And imagine yourself reclining, being very comfortable in this cradle of a hammock, and that your entire pelvis and trunk is safe and comfortable and finally relaxed for the first time. And feel your hips sink deeper into this comfort with every exhale. No tightness, no urgency, just gravity gently doing its work, and the seat beneath you supporting you so you can relax. Now I invite you to bring that warmth, that weight, that calm relaxation, and the butter sensation of a melt to go across the awareness of your legs, all the way down through your thighs, through your knees, through your legs to your ankles, and through your toes, as if like a beam of light were going to come out of the ends of your toes. And I invite you to gently flex your toes or press your feet just a little bit, just enough to remind you that you're alive and you're vibrant, but you can release them. On the next exhale, you can let that go. Let them go heavy. Now that your entire body is completely relaxed, I want you to imagine that you're completely pain-free and in a body that supports you. And you can picture yourself maybe barefoot, walking through a warm, sandy beach at sunset. As you watch the light beams around the clouds, you hear that ocean wave crash against the shore, reminding you of that rhythm, like your heartbeat. It's warm and nurturing. Maybe you take a pause to let the water, the ocean, rush up over your feet. And it allows your feet to sort of sink into the sand. Your toes sink in, and you're reminded what a beautiful feeling this is to feel calm and earthed. So take another long inhale and exhale as you just allow this sinking and this comfort to take over you as you're warm, comforted, relaxed. As you look up at the sky and watch the colors change from like a sunset painted with different colors of orange and pinks. As the sun drops down, and you know that you've given yourself permission for this sunset, this warm body to hold you completely, all the way from the crown of your head to the tips of your toes. You are held, safe, and supported, flowing, released, and at rest. Take another inhale and an exhale. And remember that this moment can be your vacation from pain, from pressure, from pretending. And I want you to see yourself walking back down that beach. You're carrying nothing. You're not rushed. Maybe you have a warm towel wrapped around you, maybe a cool drink in your hand. But your body is going to remember this softness, this stillness, this relief. And your nervous system will remember this dip in summer peace. And you can come back here anytime. I invite you to take 3 more deep, slow breaths. And when you're ready, wiggle your fingers and toes to begin to stir and come back to this moment. And let movement return to your body like a gentle breeze. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes and stretch. But know that you can keep this softness with you anytime. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate your patience, your self-compassion, and the permission you gave yourself today to join me for this relaxation session.